Marches here and welcome to the channel. And today I will be comparing two of my favorite sneakers. Right now on my right hand, this is a Jordan 34, most premium basketball sneaker from Jordan brand, and of course the WHYNOT 0.3 from Russell Westbrook, also from Jordan brand. This is the more budget model signature sneaker from Jordan brand. So let's find out which one's for you and which one's better. Let's go. Before we start off, guys, if you want to watch the full performance review of each of these sneakers, a more detailed review, I'll be putting up the link here or down in the description below. Now let's start off first with the upper. The upper of the Jordan 34 features this net-like material. It's a dual layer. There's a backing, one of the thinnest, or I would say the thinnest or most minimal upper ever on a Jordan sneaker, while the WHYNOT features a foam back mesh upper almost all throughout the sneaker with some patches of synthetic leather here. A little bit dual layer too, but more use of different materials and more stitching around. I would say this is the less minimal one, and if you want a more minimal looking sneaker, of course this go with the Jordan 34s. Both sneakers came from Jordan brand. This is a very loud sneaker. If you're more into that, WHYNOT 0.3 in terms of aesthetics is for you, but if you want a more minimal looking sneaker, of course the Jordan 34 looks very clean. Performance wise, in terms of support, on the Jordan 34 in the lateral part, it has this 4-foot TPU plate that gives you lateral support when you're moving laterally or even stopping laterally forward, if you get what I mean. It also gives you extra durability, and there's a lot of use area around the tip of the 4-foot of the Jordan 34. Although it is not that thick or wide, it still has the use material for added durability. While the WHYNOTs, all throughout the 4-foot area, it has a synthetic here in the toe area, and on the lateral part the cushion goes up and there's a synthetic leather on the lateral part too. So support wise they will go toe to toe, but durability wise I would say the WHYNOT seems to be more durable in terms of thickness of the material. I'm not so sure about the gluing, but upon looking at it right now, I would say the WHYNOT feels more durable, especially in the 4-foot area. Moving on to the midfoot part of the sneaker, there's a big difference there too, because the WHYNOT has a strap. It comes with this additional strap, which gives you extra lockdown and support around the midfoot, while the Jordan 34 has this traditional thong lacing, which the WHYNOTs also have inside, but the strap is a bonus for added support and lockdown. So advantage on that on the WHYNOTs. Now moving on to the back part of the sneaker. As for the height, they pretty much are around the same height. Achilles pillow, comfort wise, it's more comfortable on the WHYNOT simply because it has a lot of softer materials. All throughout the materials around the heel is way softer compared to the Jordan 34s, which also has Achilles pillows, but it's kind of stiffer, if you know what I'm saying. But for lockdown, heel containment, I would say they're pretty much equal. Ankle protection, I would give it more on the WHYNOT simply because dual layered, it is higher by just a tad bit. And as you can see, the shape of around the ankle part, the WHYNOTs covers your ankle more, but just a little bit. I feel that my ankle is more protected on the WHYNOTs. Jordan 34s, I think, can pass as a low because of how thin the material is around the ankle. So ankle protection, I would give it to the WHYNOTs. And now moving on to the cushion setup of both sneakers. Both have very similar cushion setup. 4-foot, both have zoom units on the 4-foot. I think the zoom unit on the Jordan 34s is bigger compared to the WHYNOTs, and the injected file-on is one of the main difference. And of course the eclipse plate on the Jordan 34. The injected file-on on the WHYNOTs felt it to be more plush compared to the Jordan 34s. Even though I have already broken this in for several times, I would say the file-on here is more plush. So impact protection on the WHYNOTs is far better compared to the Jordan 34, which is kind of encapsulated around the heel part. And of course, the Eclipse plate plays a big role on that, so it doesn't compress that much. Impact protection around the heel, I would suggest go with the WHYNOT. But in terms of bounciness in the forefoot, you can really feel the size difference of the zoom in the forefoot, because you really feel very springy on the Jordan 34s compared to the WHYNOTs. And now moving on to the traction of both sneakers, or the outsole first. Rubber compound, they're pretty hard on both, but on the Jordan 34, it is pretty thin. Even though it's hard. Outdoor use is okay on both, but it's better on the WHYNOT. Be aware or be cautious because it has thin lines. The Jordan 34 has thin lines and it may crack even though it is very hard. And also the patterns are very shallow compared to the WHYNOTs, which has deeper traction. Both are very good on clean court. I would say both doesn't squeak that much too. On dust, I would give another advantage on the WHYNOTs because it doesn't pick up any dust at all or even that quick. So on dust, the traction on the WHYNOTs is very good. But on the 34, you need to wipe a bit because it's pretty shallow. And as for the heel-to-toe transition, if you're breaking this in, the Eclipse plate really breaks in very nicely and the heel-to-toe transition will be better, especially from the first time you wear the Jordan 34s. The heel-to-toe transition on the WHYNOTs is really good. I really like the coupled outsole on the WHYNOT with this stability plate in the middle, or speed plate, if that's what they're calling it. As you can see, the curvature there, it really has a very nice heel-to-toe transition. Especially if you're a runner, you will surely love this heel-to-toe transition on the WHYNOTs. But if you are a shooter, if you're more into a set shot type of player, the Jordan 34 will be better for you because it is flatter around the forefoot area, so you can set up for a shot quicker because you're more stable quicker on the Jordan 34. Even though the Jordan 34 has a little bit curvature and the Eclipse plate, I still like the curvature on the WHYNOTs far better compared to the Eclipse plate. As for the sizing of both sneakers, Jordan 34 is 8,500 while the WHYNOTs is 6,800. So 2,000 difference or $40 difference on both sneakers. So that's a pretty huge difference. So if you're more on a budget, you can never go wrong with the WHYNOTs. Very nice performing sneaker, or rather very good performing sneaker. If you like it to be more premium looking or more minimal looking, if you want it to be really bouncy around the forefoot, go with the 34s. But if you like very nice bounce in the forefoot with very nice impact protection, the heel, WHYNOTs is the way to go. And as for the weight, the WHYNOTs is 424 grams while the Jordan 34s is 430 grams, so not much difference on both sneakers. That's about it on my comparison between the Jordan 34 and the WHYNOTs. Let me know which one would you choose. Hit me a comment down below, or if you have any question, comment down below. This has been Marches once again. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.